Hey everybody, Mark Edward Lewis here from CinemaSound.com. Today we're going to be having a little bit of a shootout between the Acusonus ERA bundle, specifically the De-Esser plugin that they have, and the Adobe Audition DeEsser plugin. Let's check it out. All right, we're here in Adobe Audition, and if you've never opened Adobe Audition, then I invite you to come to CinemaSound.com and stream our product Adobe Audition 123, which basically takes you from, hey, I'm a photographer, I don't know anything about audio, all the way to being able to deliver in Hollywood level immersion and audience impact in 5.1 and higher. All right, so here we've got a little piece of audio that, not recorded the best in the world, has some sibilance issues. Let's check it out.
Here's me on the Ceremonic Lav that plugs into the USB port of your computer. This should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sounds.
Right? Lots of high frequency S. It's not too bad, but sometimes, especially when we want to add a lot of compression and things, sibilants get worse. So let's just do that. In fact, what let's do is let's just add some compression. We're going to go here and do a little single band compression, make it a pretty serious setting, one that we would probably never use in the real world, but it'll help us with sibilance.
Chin shadow, and sibilance are the natural result. Plus they're a condenser microphone.
Nice. All right. So now let's open up the ERA4, the De-Esser. We will turn it on. And as you can see, it's just kind of got a big single knob, which is cool. We like that. And some stuff down here we'll take a look at in a minute. But let's just turn up the knob here on a normal setting and see what happens.
Here's me on the Ceremonic Lav that plugs into the USB port of your computer. This should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sounds.
As opposed to that sibilant line here. We'll turn it off.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant. Lots of...
Right, it's doing a good job of killing it on.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Nice. And you can see it reducing up here.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Definitely. Now you can do broadband, which means that it's actually going to kill the whole recording whenever it sees an S.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Or narrowband, where it's just trying to find, hopefully we guess, a good sibilant sound.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sound.
While it's leaving the rest of the S alone. Now it has an intense setting, which really gets down and dirty.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Especially if we turn it way up.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sounds.
Starting to sound like Fs instead of S's, which is what a good de-esser does. And then we also have the difference, which every good de-esser should have, where you can hear where it is you're supposed to be hitting. So that's pretty good. It's a very functional and nice, certainly sexy to look at de-esser. Let's check out the de-esser from Audition. Now, doesn't have the nice big wheel, but it has something that I think is even more important. You have the broadband, which is similar to broad, and multi-band, which is kind of a mixture of narrow and normal, where we can actually choose what frequencies that we want to be able to alter, make it very, very narrow or wide. But the best part about this is we can see where those sibilants are.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Right there. Right here around 5K, we can see that bump. So what we do is we just bring this over like this and make it narrower, as narrow as we dare. And that's the place.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
And then it just kills it like no problem and leaving the rest of the high frequencies alone.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sounds.
Beautiful. And then the output sibilants if we want to as well.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant.
Ooh, that's that sound. And now if we did broadband, we can do that where it just kills everything.
Computer, this should be very, very sibilant. Lots of S sound.
The typical de-essing sound that we're used to. But the nice thing about the Audition de-esser is that you can get down and dirty and really just find it, look on the graph and go, that's the S I want to get rid of, and you get rid of it with surgical precision. Now, I like the ERA de-esser. It's actually one of the best de-essers I've used, but it does not compare to the one that's built into Adobe Audition. The ability to be able to select the frequencies that I want to edit and deal with and widen or not, that is really, really important to me. And that's the one that I would go with, which means that I probably wouldn't spend any money on getting an extra de-esser plugin when the Adobe Audition one is so good. Hopefully this video has been valuable to you. If so, please subscribe to us here on the CinemaSound channel, where we have hundreds and hundreds of other videos for you to check out. And come visit us at CinemaSound.com, where we have hundreds and hundreds of more articles and blog posts and all kinds of other things on how to get you that Hollywood-level audience immersion and impact that you've been looking for and dreaming of for your productions. Until then, We'll see you in post.
Even if you're stuck.